Hi there, my name is Jen, and I'm here at Inspired by Purpose, and today I have for you a short yoga practice focused on mobility and recovery. So this is perfect for after a workout or after a run or on a day where you're taking a rest from your workout or run. So we are going to use some props today. We're going to use a wall. If you don't have a good wall space, you can always use a chair. I am also going to give you opportunity to use a blanket and a yoga block. So if you'd like to have those things handy, you can go ahead and grab them. With that said, let's go ahead and get started in a seated position. So we're going to start with breathing, and you can come to any seated position that feels comfortable for you. We'll let the shoulders relax up, back, and down, and we're going to start with our breath. You're welcome to leave your hands on your knees, your thighs, or your lap, or if you'd like to connect a little more fully with your breath, you may choose to bring your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your abdomen. You can let the eyes close if that feels safe, rooting into the sitting bones and beginning to lift through the head to feel the length of the spine. Then looking to see where you can release, where you can relax, anywhere where energy or effort isn't needed to keep you in this position. Relaxing through the glutes and the thighs, the calves and the feet. Relaxing through the face, the neck, the shoulders. Letting your abdomen gently stretch with each breath in and soften with each breath out. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out fully. Deep breaths fill us up. Full exhales help us to release. Breathing in. Releasing out. 3 more deep breaths just like that. After your next exhale, if the hands went somewhere else, we're going to rest them on the knees. Then as we inhale, starting to arch the back, lift the chin for seated cow. And on the exhale, rounding the back, curling the chin in for seated cat. You can flow between these two poses, these two positions at your own pace, at your own depth. We'll do about 3 more. And then after the next exhale, whenever that happens, we'll find our way back to our neutral seat, sitting tall with relaxed shoulders. Inhale, arms come around and up, reaching through the fingers, rooting through the seat. Then on the exhale, we're going to take a little twist, a little turn to the right. So left hand may come across to the left thigh, and right hand may be behind you, lifting the weight up and out of that lower spine. If you'd like to twist deeper, you can do so anytime. The next exhale, we're going to untwist, but we're going to keep that left hand across to the right knee, and we'll float the right arm up with a big inhale. You can start to reach it over to the left any amount, starting to get into the side body. Next exhale, we're going to lift up and out and go back to our twist, looking back. And on the inhale, we'll find our way back to that side bend. Let's do 2 more just like that. Exhaling, find your twist. Inhaling, side bend. Exhaling to twist. inhaling, side bend. We'll release all the way up and out, releasing that left hand back to the left side. Inhale, arms around and up. This time on the exhale, we're going to take our twist to the left, right hand coming across to left knee, left hand back behind. We're rooting into the seat to sit a little taller. And if you'd like to twist deeper, you can do so at any time. Loosening any tension from around the back or the ribs, neck or shoulders. Next exhale, we'll untwist, unwind. Inhale, left arm around and up over to the right. And then we'll find our way all the way back to that twist, the left hand behind. Inhaling back to that side bend. And exhaling to twist. 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last one. Inhaling. And exhaling. We'll inhale all the way back to center. You can let the arms come up overhead. And on the exhale, we'll rest the arms down by our sides. Let's find our way to tabletop position. So we're going to come on into the hands and knees. Once you're there, we'll find our cat-cow again, this time from our hand and knee position. Inhaling, arch the back. And exhaling, round. Inhaling, arch. And exhaling, round. 3 more. With your own breath. And last one. We'll find our way back to neutral table. This time we're going to take that right leg and we're going to begin to step it forward through this. We're going to start to let the hips come forward and down, finding a little low lunge here. We'll keep our hands down for this first one. Relax the shoulders back and lengthen the head forward. Good. Next exhale, we're going to take it back to a half split. So hands walk back. We're looking for a stretch on the back of that right leg. Reach the heart, the chest forward. Lengthen through that right leg, and then if you want more sensation, you can walk your hands further away and kind of bow forward as though you wanted to take the nose to the shin or the knee. You can hold here, or if you feel up to it, you can start to walk your hands back a little bit and see if you can land your hips down toward that left heel. Then you could even keep going, walking the hands further back, rooting through the palms, and maybe the hips even lift up. Point the right toes away from you. Next exhale, we're going to release and find our way all the way back to that low lunge. So there's this little forward walk. This time we're going to lift our low lunge up. So hands can come up to that right thigh, or they could even go on up overhead. Take a couple of breaths here to get comfortable, hips moving forward and down. Good. We're going to explore a little side bend here. So this is where you might like to have your block handy, and we're going to take it out by that right hip. I'll flip around so that you can see me. So block is next to that right hip, and we're going to take a little side bend here. So right hand is going to come down onto the block. If that's too far away, the thigh is here. You can also adjust the block down lower if you want a deeper stretch. And then we're taking that left arm up and over. You can even let that left hip kind of soften down. You could keep the arm in line with the ear, or you could even explore swaying it back a little bit or forward. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. You can move it around, or you may find a place to hold. Next exhale, let's go ahead and release. So we're going to take both hands to frame that right foot. We'll step back, tabletop position. We're gonna move right into the other side, so left foot coming forward, hips moving forward and down. And again, on this first one, we're gonna keep the hands fairly low, so we're just working on dropping the hips forward and down. You may be feeling a stretch on the top of that right thigh or the back of the left through the glute, maybe both. Good. Next exhale, let's take it back to our half split. So we're pulling the hips back. Left leg is extended. You can have a little bend in the knee if you like. We're reaching the heart forward, head away from the tailbone. For more sensation, you could fold it in a little deeper. You can hang out right here if you're enjoying this stretch, or if you want to walk it back to your kind of half hero's pose. We walk the hips back toward that right heel, then you can keep walking the hands back until you're able to lift the hip away from the right heel and point through the left toes. That's an option. Next exhale, let's go ahead and release. We'll find our way back to low lunge. And this time, if you like, you can start to lift the hands up and away from the thigh. Now, if you liked that block on the other side, you can move it to be next to that left hip, hips drawing forward and down until you feel comfortable. We'll inhale both arms up, and you can choose to hold here, or if you want that side stretch, left hand comes down to the block, to the thigh, maybe even to the mat, right arm stretching up and over. You can hold right here with the arm over the ear. You can open the chest and sway it back. You can reach it forward a little bit. You can kind of play around with that, and you might want to move throughout, or you might find some place where you want to hold and breathe. We've got just a couple more breaths here. Next exhale, we'll release. We're gonna take both hands to frame that front left foot. This time we're gonna swing the leg back, and we'll find downward dog, so both toes tuck, and we're gonna lift those hips up and away. You can hold right here, or you might like to pedal it out, walk it out. You could try lifting a leg up and back, or even opening through a hip, or you can stay right there and you're still downward dog. Remember, whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other if it's available. We'll just take about 2 to 3 more deep breaths here. Good. Then on the next exhale, we'll find our way down, and we're gonna start to work our way into a little legs up the wall practice. So we're gonna come up against our wall as we come down. You'll bring one hip to your wall space, and then we're just gonna kind of rotate and flip so the legs go all the way up the wall. You can hold here with your legs straight and your hips on the mat, or if you like, you can take that blanket, if you have one, and place it under the hips for a little more support there. This also gives us a deeper inversion. You can let your arms rest by your side, on your body, or you could even take them up overhead. We'll let the eyes close, let the legs relax, let the whole body release and accept the support beneath it, around it, within. Deep breaths flowing in, full breaths flowing out. Big breaths flow in, and deep breaths flow out. You can stay here for as long as you choose, and if you have a little bit more time, you may pause the video, hang out here for as long as you want. When you're ready to come on out, you can let your knees bend, and then we'll just roll to one comfortable side and slowly press our way up. So that was our practice for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you here in center or online very soon.